Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. It's Irving to start the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. More now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Irving. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd down and 8. Now Moore. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Moore. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Moore. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Lions will take over. Now a play fake here on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards of it. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Moore now, throwing to start the drive. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Now they'll change things around before the snap. Handoff running left, Irving. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's the loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Lions 0.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Shifts past him at the 45. 20. 10, 5, touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 145, tying him with Marcus Allen for 6th on the all-time list. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back 1, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity, that opening, you take full advantage.
Runs good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways. Looking to throw. Moore. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Moore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a 2nd and 5. A run up the middle with Irving. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Palmer going in motion right. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Got to say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen. They send a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short throw to Musgrave. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They work now on 2nd and 9. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jamison Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Lutz to try to end the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Buccaneers 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The second half starts with a run by Gibbs. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
A loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced the punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Moore. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They run out of the gun with Irving. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. On the handoff, this is Irving. Down to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the bootleg. Moore. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Bucky Irving. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 5. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kalijah Kancey drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and they will